Good morning and welcome to worship here at Neill's Creek Baptist Church. It's good to see all of you here today on this beautiful Sunday morning in the house of the Lord as we have a special service of communion and celebrating the Lord's table. We do want to say a special word of welcome to any visitors that we may have with us today. We are glad that you chose to be with us, and I hope that when you came in this morning that someone offered you a visitor's cup that looks like this one. It has a lot of great information in it about who we are here at Neill's Creek Baptist. If you didn't get one on the way in, they're available on the information table, which is on your right-hand side as you exit the sanctuary and go through the vestibule. We have some there on the information table and then some in some tote bags there on the door right next to the information table. And you're welcome to take any of those that you can use because we want you to learn more about Neill's Creek, and we'd love to have you be a part of our family of faith. Also, if you're worshiping with us for the very first time today, we would love for you to fill out a visitor's card, and those are in the pew rack right in front of you, just in front of where the offering envelopes are stored. It's a rectangular card that says welcome on the front of it, and you can turn that over and fill out the information on the back side of that card and drop it in the offering plate when it's passed a little bit later in the service. And we'd love to get to know you a little bit better and start our relationship with you. Looking in your bulletin, I have just a few announcements to bring to your attention. We do welcome Justin Johnson as our guest worship leader this morning. Justin is a Campbell student and a friend of Lauren's. He has sung with our choir before in at least one cantata, and he's a very gifted young man, and so we are just very thrilled to have Justin with us this morning, leading us in our congregational worship and also providing some special music for us while Lauren is on vacation this weekend. Inserted in your bulletin, you will see a special note about Vacation Bible School and the meals that we'll be having each night. They need some cakes and pies that would be baked, homemade, or if you just want to provide one of those from Carly C's, they have good ones too. So we would welcome any and all donations in that regard. If you would just fill that out, and you can drop that in the offering plate as well, so that those who are putting together the food, it's the two Amy's, Amy Johnson and Amy Heston, they're in charge of that. And so if you would just help them plan for the food by filling out that form, if you can help out. You will see that this afternoon we will do homebound Lord's Supper for those who are not able to physically get out and come to worship with us. We take worship to them. And we meet here at 2:45, and anyone in the church is welcome to come and help us with that. That's a ministry of our deacons here at Neill's Creek, but it's not reserved just for deacons. So if you would like to help with that, you're welcome to come, and we split up in teams and go out and take the good news of the Lord's Supper to those who are homebound. We have our men's softball team has some games this week on Tuesday and Thursday evening. Take note of those in your bulletin. A reminder that we do not have Wednesday night activities right now as we're taking our summer break. And then, of course, we just ask that everyone would be in prayer and be preparing for Vacation Bible School that's coming up July the 19th through the 24th. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and look at our prayer list and look at the prayer topics there on the top of the prayer list. We do want to be praying for Bible school. We also want to be praying for our youth as they get ready to depart for their mission trip to Passport, which is the very same week as Bible school. Have a great group going, and they'll be going to Greensboro College, and that will be a great camp and mission trip for them. And let's continue to pray for unity and healing in our community and in our nation. For those of you that were here last Sunday night, you know what a powerful service it was, what a great time in the Lord we had with our friends from the Healing Center in Coates. Just a mighty service, a great time of coming together in the love of God. And so we just want to pray that that would continue among us here in our community and all across our country. Looking at our prayer list, I would mention a few names to you. Continue to lift up Carolyn Broadwell's husband, Coy. He has been hospitalized the better part of this week at Johnson Memorial Hospital and is still there. He has a pretty bad infection in his foot and also pneumonia. He is in recovery and making some improvements there, but he's still hospitalized, and so Coy and Carolyn need our prayers. Also ask that you would remember Marjorie Johnson. She had some surgery on, I believe it was Friday, to repair a hernia, and so just ask that you would remember Marjorie. She is now at home and recovering, and remember her in your prayers. Also, Kay Farrell's mother, Miss Cogburn, Bernice Cogburn, who is listed under family and friends. She is back in the hospital in Florida. She's been in and out of the hospital over the last couple of months. She's back in the hospital. She failed a swallowing test, and so they're trying to look at other options for her nutritionally and kind of for long-term care, ongoing care. So I would ask that you would please remember Kay and Phil and Mr. and Mrs. Cogburn in your prayers. Are there other prayer requests or praise reports that would come before the body of Christ?